Welcome to the Saturday Sports High School Podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Tao. I've got Chase Coach here in the studio with me.
How's it going?
Great.
Good to be back.
It's great to have Chase Coach
2
back
weeks?
here.
2 weeks.
It's been a while since you ruined the last one. Mr. Jaden joining us in the studio this week.
How's it going?
Going
I
great.
didn't
How are you
ruin
doing?
it. You just couldn't handle my sarcasm and humor. It's true.
I'm holding it together over here, guys.
All right, we ready to get this going?
Absolutely.
Do we want to talk about last week at all?
Yeah.
Let's run through last week real quick.
Yeah. We gotta talk about a lot last week. That was one of the worst.
Belton and Ellison.
Oh man.
Belton new single game points record,
86.
86 points.
That was insane.
I actually had an interview with one of the sports broadcasters for it was an off the record thing because I asked about the quarterback because I'll let you. Actually, I'll go into
He's
that.
out, right, with shoulder stuff?
Figured we'd talk about it. So.
Yeah, so they dropped 86 on Ellison. Unfortunately, in the process of that, their quarterback, Connor Carruthers, is out for the season now. Something with his shoulder. So the backup scored 3 touchdowns against Ellison, though.
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
He scored 4. I saw he threw for 3.
It was 4 total touchdowns for the guy.
Okay. Did he run one in?
I
Or?
don't remember.
Wasn't he like a running back?
He's a receiver, but he's the backup quarterback.
Gotcha.
Sophomore.
Hmm.
But I had an interview with the color commentator for the Belton games, and I kind of said, is the season done now that Carruthers out? He's like, I don't know. He's like, the backup quarterback came in and was hitting people in stride, making all the throws that you could ask to make. He's like, obviously, you're going to miss leadership and stuff like that. And they said that Carruthers would always watch film and was always, like, big on that, so he knew what to do. So, but the guy's not dead. So, I mean, he's still going to be there, part of the team. So maybe he helps the younger guy keep going. But from the stat line, he was one of the week's top passing performers in limited work. So,
Ellison, that might be a new single game scoring record for them.
honestly,
It's clearly not. They were really good back in the 80s, but they dropped 55 on Belton.
probably the last time they scored 55 was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they had those real good teams back in the late 80s, early 90s go on, win state championships. But that's been long gone for Ellison recently, but they got to score 55 on Belton. They still lost by 31 points.
That's crazy.
So,
How do you score
The
55?
basketball score.
Literally. How do you
I
score
thought it
55?
was a
and
fake
win?
score. I was like, there's no way they scored 86. And there's no way they allowed 55 to Ellison. But it's Belton's defense.
yeah.
So.
Both those defenses were bad. And
Yep.
they said that the defenses were making plays. It's just like it didn't matter because everyone was so tired on defense from being on field. the whole
Kind of
time.
reminded me of the time that Coppers Cove played Church Simmons. They both had nearly 1,000 yards of offense. Every team scored on every possession all the way till third overtime.
That's
Who
insane.
won?
Church Clemens.
What was the score?
I don't even remember. It was upper 70s for both teams.
Oh my gosh.
It was, I think the final score was like 77 to 76 or something.
Man.
It was
That's insane.
the most offensive game I've ever seen. After that, Cove dropped 50 on Harker Heights, 50-6 final there.
50 to 6.
50 to
Heights is
6.
bad.
Heights
They're
is
so
real bad.
I didn't expect that.
They used to be like the best clean team, like that area. Now they're
When
what?
Yeah.
A few years ago, they were like
I mean, they were tough, but they weren't like.
they would win games. They wouldn't.
I think
lose
the
50 to
Kangaroos have
6.
probably been the best team for a while.
clean.
Yeah.
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 Except Shoemaker that one
Killeen's
year.
beaten Cove and Belton a few years. All the other clean schools can't beat anyone that's not another Killeen school.
So,
So
there are.
now that they
honestly-
have Waco, they have like someone that they can all crap on.
Waco's
But
bad.
Can I get my sound effects back up just in case I need to use them?
Waco's
yeah,
really
we
bad.
can do that.
Like,
Perfect.
really, really bad.
Waco's historically
really
bad.
bad.
You want to play a sound effect for that?
Yeah, definitely. I'll start out with something different. That should be like the Waco on-field. And I'm sorry if you're a Waco person.
They've won a game, so I guess we'll give them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won a
Congrats
non-district game
on the
against
win.
University.
I'm surprised they've actually won a game.
I don't- There's not much we can say about University though, because they lost to Waco. But
The only good thing you can ever say about University is LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You say LT stinks?
No. Just no, Chase. No. Obviously not.
We might have to have a whole
LT.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, moving on. Midway and Shoemaker. Midway drops
Can you stop
56
with
on
the sound
Shoemaker.
effects, man?
Yeah, I thought
You're
you were about
killing
to play
us.
another one there.
Killing us.
You're killing us, man.
So Midway looks like they've gotten it back together. 56-14 over Shoemaker last week. They started out slow, almost lost to Killeen. Would have lost to Lake Ridge if that game didn't get canceled. And now here they are dropping 56 on Shoemaker. Of course, it's
Tough.
Shoemaker, but
Right.
clearly their offense has gotten back in stride.
Yeah.
They couldn't score but, one touchdown against Killeen. Now here they are, 56 against Shoemaker. They're going to be tough for Temple this week, but we'll get to that in just a minute.
Yes, sir.
So we can get on to Temple and Waco. Temple with another shutout. What's that, 3 on the season now?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
That's a lot for high school football.
Yeah. 52-0 there. They probably could have scored more.
They would have scored
I know they could have scored
70
more.
to 80 if we kept the starters.
The their head coach was a former assistant in Temple, so that's why they kept it
Yeah.
under 100.
Under 100.
They could have scored.
And
What
more.
was this?
and a former player is like the receivers coach,
Yeah.
Tevin Reese.
It was 52-0. They could have scored a lot more though.
It would
Out
have
of
been 100 to
respect.
nothing if you keep the starters in. I'll tell you that right now.
Didn't you
Waco's
say that
terrible.
on like some
Yep.
online thing?
Yep, I was like the first comment I said this is gonna be 100 to nothing. And I also said that Waco's the worst team I've ever seen in my life. And someone said, "Oh, I don't know about that."
No, I think Ellison back when we were in high school was worse.
They didn't win a game for like
They
4
won
or 5
threes.
years.
They
They went
went.
university in the past 10 years. Tough.
Yeah, they're up there with them. Rockdale.
Why?
Yeah, tell us why.
The sound effects guy is struggling today. I apologize for this guy. I don't know what. Do you have
Yeah,
like
I'm
a-
sorry about the sound effects guy over here.
Like a nervous twitch. You're just spasm, finger spasm. This one made no sense whatsoever. We're talking about how bad a team is, and you come in with this elevator music.
so bad.
Can we let this guy go after this?
He's
Get
jamming
someone
out in
new.
the elevator. Don't get in an elevator with this guy.
Yeah.
He might punch you in the face.
What?
You're jamming out over here like this.
What's the over-under on getting punched in the face in the elevator with Josh Jaden? Yeah.
More likely than
Yeah.
anybody else.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move along to the small schools now. Rockdale and Cameron Yo played. That was probably the district championship game for down there.
Definitely was.
Cameron brought the bell back.
Well,
Yep,
Troy.
they did.
Wait, no, Troy's not
That's
the
like
same.
2 in a row.
No,
for-
Troy was a contender for that, but they lost to Yo. They beat Rockdale. So
Rockdale's lost 2 in a
if
row.
Rockdale
now.
beat Yo, then it would have been like a 3-way tie, and then it had like different points things or something, and Troy possibly could have won it then. But it didn't matter. Rockdale fell to Cameron Yo 33-14. So Cameron looks like Cameron's back. I'm safe to say that now.
I
Last
would-
year
I don't
was
know
a
about all the way back, but they're playoff bound. Deep run. I wouldn't
yeah.
say state.
We'll see.
I mean, last year was a one-off year where they didn't go far at all. But this year, I expect to see them pretty deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, Rockdale was formerly #1 on Dave Campbell's Texas football until they fell to Troy, and then now they fell to Rockdale. So they're just unranked now. But they were getting recognition. They're defending state champs, and you'll beat them pretty easily, 33-14.
Yeah, handled him.
Yep, Academy and Gerald. That was a game that's important for the 4th spot in that district, and Academy won 38-13. So it looks like Gerald's not going to make the playoffs.
Shocker. Not really.
I'm not surprised. They have
Bad.
They have not
Never
looked
been
good.
good ever.
Yeah, and then Troy played Maine or New Tech, and we all knew where that was going. They had a running clock the entire second half, and Troy took it pretty easily, 56-14, even with a running clock.
CTCS scores early in the year.
Yeah. So that rounds up last week, and we can get on to
Did they win last week? CTCS lost again?
they had a bye week.
Oh, they had a bye week.
Oh, I was going to say. Wow.
Do we want to talk about that game at all?
No,
I know, yeah.
not really.
The one they lost?
It was terrible.
Oh,
it was
you-
just
You were
raining.
mad.
It was a mud bowl. They actually ruined their field beyond the point where it's playable anymore.
Really?
I think one of the assistant coaches said that they'd be lucky to even get to play on it next year.
Really.
Yeah, like they're going to have to like completely redo it.
When I told people like, oh, the field got bad, everyone's like, oh, it's just mud. Nope, it's bad.
The
It
field was bad before. I remember playing on that field. It was horrible.
got ruined.
It's so
Yeah.
bad. It's the hardest playing surface ever. So I'm sure it got ruined easily.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
got messed up.
Because it was just a complete mud pit. Like if you just like walked up to it, like as soon as the game was over, you wouldn't know it was a football field, because like there's no grass. It was all just mud. There was no lines.
It's insane.
And,
It kind of looked like the Raiders games whenever they were they would share the games with the A's, that the little infield part where it's all literally
Dirt.
red dirt.
yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Really?
And the drainage
Yeah.
wasn't quite right. It drained basically onto the sideline. So like the rest would run by and just like spray water everywhere. Anytime you have a tackle close to the sidelines, just splash water everywhere.
There's
Just
like a moat
mud
surrounding
everywhere.
the field. Yeah, it's like a
Really?
little like you could.
Players
Yeah, it was
were
like a-
all muddy and stuff.
It was a moat.
Couldn't
Yeah.
even tell who they were.
No,
Yeah.
like they were like you could tell like who actually played, because like they were completely covered in mud, and then the ones that didn't play were like still in their normal jerseys. ruined a pair of shoes out there. I actually went to that game. It was rough.
So, yeah, I think we painted a pretty good picture of what that field looked like. It looked terrible.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, they're actually playing at UMHB tomorrow night.
Because of that.
Yes.
So I'll be in the press box.
So they'll actually have an early kickoff at 7 p.m., so hopefully I can catch that, and then we can jet over to Wildcat Stadium and get to probably
I was in
the
Midway.
No, it's at Wildcat
No, it's
Stadium.
at Wildcat Stadium. That's
Right
why
here
I
in
asked if
town.
you were going.
Oh, wow. I
Right,
was in Midway.
right under the Victory Light, right across the street from where we're live from right now.
And that is?
Yeah,
And that is?
Manual Baptist Church Studios.
Yes, sir.
So
Don't do it. Oh.
Mr. Jaden with the sound effects over here.
I like the studio. It's nice. I like it.
It's a good place for us to come and record.
I host all of our other podcasts, too. Stop.
That makes it a lot better. The camera's not struggling anymore. People at home aren't gouging their eyes.
Chase. Can't say that. Listen to this guy, man.
He's going to ruin another one here.
No, I'm not. We always do this banter. This is what makes the show fun. 'cause
Not
we
to
just,
this degree.
we just banter
Gouge
each other.
their. Oh, come on.
All right, this week, right now at halftime,
Brother, this guy stinks!
I accept it for what it is.
Had to get him back. All right, anyways.
Can we get to the...
We absolutely can. We're
yep,
picking him.
we're on to this week now.
Yes.
Who would you all pick in Shoemaker versus Cove? I know we
Cove.
were listening to a little earlier.
Cove.
You got Cove.
Cove is going to win
Uh,
like by 30.
They're starting the second half right now. Cove's winning 21-14. So I think all three of us would have picked Cove. We'll see how that pans out. They're starting the third quarter right now while we're recording. Tomorrow night, same stadium, Ellison and Killeen. Ellison will be the away team. Killeen will be the home team, even though it's both their home stadium. It's at Killeen High School. Who do you think wins that one, Josh?
I'm taking Ellison.
You're taking
What?
Ellison.
Yeah. Clean's bad. I've seen him play. 2 weeks in a row they got destroyed by Temple when Temple played probably their worst football of the year, and it still wasn't close.
Yeah.
And then the very next week, Belton handed like 50 points to him. So, yeah, I'm picking Ellison. If Ellison can play like they played last week, I'm picking Ellison.
Killeen also did hold Midway to 10 points.
Yeah, but I'm going to take – I've seen the
Taking-
larger body of work, so
Taking the Kangaroos.
I'm
Do it.
gonna side with the Roos here.
we'll see.
I think
We
they're the
will
best
see,
Killeen
Jaden.
school.
We will see.
Ellison clearly much improved, but they're not to the Killeen level yet.
It's not a very high level.
No, we're gonna skip Midway and Temple and come back to that because that's gonna be our the game we probably want to talk about the most. Would you agree, Mr. Coates?
Yes.
So
Yeah, I agree too.
You're Belton. Get out of here. He's a Belton fan.
Belting
Doesn't
out
know
here.
any Temple facts.
Good chance for the backup quarterback to shine here. He threw 4 touchdowns against Ellison, and now he's got Waco coming to town.
Oh, wow.
Home field start. That's Josh's lock of the week.
No,
Yeah.
that's my lock of the week, too.
No, because I already called it.
You can get multiple people on the lock.
No, you can't.
Oh, when was that a rule? I'm pretty sure we
It's
could.
been a rule.
We-
Well, if
'cause
you'd
I
ever-
remember, like,
if
2
you're
weeks-
ever on the podcast, maybe you'd know.
Well, you
Or
did it on my
listen to
birthday.
it.
You did it on my birthday. Why would you do it on my birthday?
Why does the world stop for his birthday?
Yeah, I
Tell me
know.
that.
Not your world doesn't have to stop, but mine does. So why would I
So
be
yeah,
here?
exactly. Our world is the podcast. Yours only stopped.
You could have done it yesterday
Show must
easily.
go. Why?
or today. Oh, well, I'll be back next week.
Okay.
I don't know about
View-
that.
the viewers will be happy.
I'm locking up Belton.
Anyways, no, like 2 weeks ago, me and him shared a lock. No one said anything.
No,
I
we
tried to
didn't.
we did. We shared a lock in the NFL podcast.
On what team?
What? I think I would have said something.
It was the Rams when
No,
they
because
played.
there's one time that I was gonna.
It was the Rams when they played San Francisco.
Definitely not.
We locked it.
No, because he locked up the Chiefs.
No, we locked it. I remember.
No, I
Because
didn't.
remember, we were both waited till the last second, and we're like, oh, I think I know what my lock is. He's like, I think I know what my lock is, too. It's the same one.
That didn't
Anyways.
happen.
It happened. Anyways, I'm locking Waco and Belton.
You're locking Waco.
I'm not
You
locking,
heard it here first.
I'm not locking them to win.
We have a lock off.
Chase Coates locking up Waco here. Mr. Jaden has Belton.
All right.
We'll see
Waco's
how-
going to win by 50. Second win of the year, Waco Lions. As they beat
If
the
Waco
Belton
wins
Tigers.
this, we've got the prophet himself right here.
Let's go.
All right, there's not too much more to say about that. I mean, even with the backup quarterback, I still see Belton scoring more than 50
You put the
points
kicker
here.
in there and they still win. You can put the kicker in there to play quarterback.
Sorry, Waco people. If you're listening, you're sorry.
You were good before Waco,
Yeah.
You had your run.
Like 2 years
Yeah.
ago, they were a decent team. 3 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, they
They were never good while I was in high school.
no. The last time they were good is when we were in like middle school. When they beat Cove in a district championship game when one of the years Cove went to state. So Waco had their years where they were good. Now's not one of them. That was an overtime game. It was a pretty good game. It's 2007.
Helmets are grungy. With the Detroit Lions. Ugh. Nothing good about Waco.
Stop.
Sorry. What?
They're kids, bro. Stop. Wake up, you're listening.
This is the problem we were having last time.
Well, I'm talking football. I'm telling you how it is. They're
So
not a
you
good
just
team.
trashed an entire city of like 130,000
I didn't trash
people.
the city.
Called them grunge.
I trashed the football team.
Called them
I'm
grunge.
trashing the helmets. All right.
You said there's nothing good about Waco.
The football team. Waco's a great city. They
Look
have
in the camera
Fuego.
and apologize.
Waco, I love you for Fuego. That is strictly it. That's it.
We're going to move on. We'll do the small schools. We'll come back to Temple and Midway.
Oh, brother.
Why can't we just do? You know what?
Maynard New Tech just got done with Troy. Now they get a home game
Why are we talking about Maynard New Tech?
against the Cameron Yeoman.
Oh, we're talking about Troy. Who are we talking about here?
That's not my lock of the week.
That's a group lock.
Chase,
Oh, Cameron versus
Chase, you
Maynard?
want to lock up Maynard New Tech since you got Waco over
Locking
here?
Maynard. Maynard with the upset.
Really?
Maynard wins 50-0.
I think I would sell my kidney if that happened.
I'm kidding. Yo's gonna score 75.
You locking up Yo?
Yes,
Yeah. Is that going to be your true lock of the week?
that is my true lock of the week.
Okay, that's
Since we can't share locks.
I think Zach's going to go bold, and I'm pretty sure I know where he's going.
he's going Temple lock.
I think so.
Oh,
I don't-
he is.
I don't
He's
think
the
so.
biggest Temple supporter ever.
I was going to lock up Troy over Lago Vista.
Oh, okay. That
I
makes
don't know
sense.
about that Temple game. We'll
Dude,
get to that
Temple's
in a
gonna
minute.
win.
You need to lock it up. Have some confidence.
Troy's going down to Lago Vista, and that's my lock
No,
of the week. Play
Zach,
the
lock
soundtrack.
You
Temple
let us
up.
down.
I'm locking
Lock
up Troy.
Temple up.
All right, don't play it.
Thank you.
We'll
You're
see here in a
lucky.
minute.
I almost did.
I know you wanted to, Mr. Finger Spasm over there.
I held it, so it asked me if I wanted to edit the button, but I didn't press it.
Mr. Finger Spasm.
At least I don't trash entire cities.
I didn't. I trashed the football team. They're not good at all.
It's still a football team
Okay. So,
of kids.
okay. They should play better then. All right, next.
All right, Troy's going to beat Lago
Should I
Vista.
put this over his mouth?
Yeah, I can just turn his mic off. All right. Jace Coates is done.
Oh, yep, I'm out.
We'll bring Chase Coates back.
Hello?
Under the condition.
There's the
Hello?
beautiful voice himself. All right.
All right, Gerald and Rockdale. Who you got here? I got
Rockdale.
Rockdale.
Rockdale, for sure.
Rockdale.
Even though they dropped 2 in a row. they're-
Group lock?
Group lock.
Oh, what? We can do a group lock, but we can't have me lock with you? Okay.
It's a singular lock.
Something's going on here. Who writes these rules?
So, Chase is changing his lock from
I'm keeping
Waco
it Cameron. I'm keeping it Cameron.
to Cameron.
I'm keeping it
Changing it
Cameron.
from Waco to Cameron.
I'll lock Temple up too. I don't care. They're winning.
Let's get to
You're
this.
not even going to the game.
Okay, either is he or you. And I,
Yes,
work.
we are.
You
We're
could-
going
And we're
as soon
going
as,
after.
as soon as the CTCS game is over. They're doing the
sick.
post-game show.
I'm sick. I can't make it. You go to Temple game. That's all you have to do.
I'm not doing that. I'm
He's not going to bell and get into broadcast from a college stadium.
Fake fan.
get the broadcast from
Big
College
fan.
Stadium.
Big fan. Big fan.
He
You
gets-
heard it here first.
D3 doesn't matter. Anyways,
What do you
So we're
mean?
going midway.
It's still a college stadium. It's the nicest D3 stadium there is.
Yeah.
Allen High School has a better stadium than that.
Oh,
That's not a D3 college.
It's a high school.
It's still not a D3 college.
But Allen also has 100-something thousand people there.
Bishop Corman's better too.
They've got a crappy stadium. It looks like Coves.
Bishop Corman?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
I don't know what that stadium looks like, so I'm not going to comment.
Like St. John Bosco. Like, did you see the Max Trap headlines? Big time stadium for a big time program. It literally looks like a replica of Cove Stadium.
St. John?
Yeah, Bosco over in California.
Yeah, it's like the second best California team.
Yeah, and they've got the stadium of like one of the worst high school stadiums there is. Anyway, moving on. Temple and Midway here in Temple. Midway's coming to
District
town.
champ.
I'm locking up Midway. Just kidding. I'm locking up Temple. I wanted to see Chase's reaction.
Well,
No, you said it.
Did you just
You
lock
said-
up?
he locked up.
I've got Temple.
I hope Coach Stewart heard that one.
Locking up Temple. Play it.
I'm locking Temple up.
There we go.
to
We can't both lock the same one.
Group lock.
I don't know, bro. That's tough. I
Oh, I
think
forgot
I'm
your
picking
Temple
Temple.
here. I
I'm picking Temple,
forgot.
but I'm not
So we can
confident
do a
enough to
group
lock
lock.
it up.
That's what I.
Can we do
That's
a
what I was
group
saying.
lock?
I would pick Temple.
I'm not locking it up.
It happened. I hit the
For,
button.
to be a group lock, it's got to be all three.
I'm
Josh
picking
isn't part
Temple,
of
but I'm
that.
not locking it up. If I'm locking something, it's 100% no. They're gonna win.
That's how I was feeling. Did you hear my lock of the week on the NFL podcast?
I didn't listen.
It was a shocker.
I disliked it though.
I know you did. I deleted your comment too.
Why do you do that?
That's funny.
Yeah, like, why are you like this?
Why do you do the things you do? Why are you?
Anyway, my lock of the week was Saints over the Rams.
It's a bold lock.
What?
He feels 100% that the Saints are going to win that
I think
game.
the Saints are gonna win, but I wouldn't lock it.
I locked it.
Where is it?
In the Saints.
We have a
place.
lock off. Wyatt locked the Rams.
Yeah, Wyatt locked the Rams.
Off
Zach.
over the phone?
Over
Yep.
the phone.
Mhm.
No, that's the one he mailed in because he
Well,
did.
yeah,
he mailed it in.
Well, he texted it.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
like
I
text.
thought he sent a. Sent a letter. What?
Yeah, he used the
Stamp on it.
Pony Express.
Sent it
You
to
just sent a
1401
text.
West Central Avenue.
Horsebacked it up on over here. And
My lock of this week for NFL was. Can we see the schedule real quick? Because I'm not off the top of my head.
Y'all play the.
I know we're gonna beat the Patriots though. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, brother.
Would have beat the Rams if it wasn't for Montgomery, but we don't have to worry about him anymore.
You try to lock up the 49ers. They're up pretty big. We're
What's the
going to
score?
all get that
What's the
wrong.
score?
17-3,
Oh my
halftime.
God.
Well, I didn't get it
Raiders
wrong.
are so bad.
You changed your
I
We
can't-
can't do that.
I don't have
We
my.
didn't tweet about it, so.
I don't have my specs on, so I really can't see. Can you
Falcons and Redskins, Lions and Vikings, Steelers and Ravens, Chiefs and Browns,
My lock was
Mhm.
Vikings over the Lions.
Jets and Dolphins. Lock up the Jets.
Mm-mm.
I picked the Jets to win that.
Bears and Bills.
I think I was the only one that picked
That's my lock of the week.
What?
Bears and Bills.
I think someone else has that. Let me double check before we play it.
Nathan Peterman is starting. Khalil Mack is going to feast
If he
like it's
plays.
Thanksgiving.
He didn't play last week.
He'll play this week for sure.
Am I the only one who picked the Jets? Right? Or did Wyatt pick the Jets too?
The Jets, who are they playing? Dolphins?
The
Nobody picked the
Dolphins.
Jets.
I did.
No, you didn't. You picked the Dolphins.
I'm picking the
Did?
Dolphins. Well, it's,
Oh, I
it's
made that
written
big
it's
argument.
written in
I
documentation.
made that big argument about the. That's why, but I think I sided with everyone else.
Oh, no. You and Wyatt picked the Jets.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
I thought I did pick the Jets.
And then after that game.
Who's starting quarterback for the Dolphins?
We all picked the Bears, but no
Brock
one locked
Osweiler.
it. So that will be
Picking the
Chase
Jets.
lock.
Picking the Jets. Sam Darnold's going to outplay him.
All right,
Yeah.
Chase has the lock on the Bears.
Yeah. I don't like the
Play the
Bears.
sound.
I don't like them at all, but I'm locking them. That means a lot. Coming
What?
from me. A Packers
Yeah,
fan to
this
lock
guy's
the
Packers fan locked up the Bears,
Well, they are playing the.
Bears. The Nathan
Bills.
Peterman led.
and it's since we're doing the local stuff. I know that we haven't really got too far into Temple Midway, but we also got the UMHB had their last home game this week.
Yep.
Should be a blowout.
Oh, for sure. But
yeah.
National champs.
They'll be back for some playoff games.
and remember we talked about how in fact Texas was not back. Texas in
that-
fact
That was a bad
isn't
game.
back.
Yeah, definitely not.
They're 15th in the
Yeah,
playoff
15th
ranking,
I
now.
picked Baylor to beat them, and I picked
A&M
OSU to
lost
beat
too.
them. And
and they're still in the top 25.
It's weird.
anyway, Temple Midway, how you feeling about that, Chase? You confident?
Extremely confident Temple's going to win.
Extremely confident.
Oh, yeah.
I'm confident. I wouldn't say extremely.
We're bringing the district championship back home for the first
I literally
time.
think it's a flip of a coin to me
It's 14.
because I think actually it's probably 60-40 Temple in my opinion right now because I
That's
think
about where I'm at.
the home field advantage is a big deal.
I'm going 80-20 Temple.
Cove just scored on Shoe, so it's 28-14 now. Looks like we're going to get that one right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like 60-40 on at the same time. I'm
I just think those two close losses the past 2 years.
one of those. Temple was
Something's got
up
to
like,
give this year. Temple's going to come out.
Midway's just good in big games.
And
One of-
Temple knows how much is on the line, so I just.
but Temple was up big on Midway one of those times. Or no, Midway was up big on Temple and they came back. That's
yeah,
right.
that was 2 years ago.
And we haven't
Last
even
year-
brought up one of
last
the
year
biggest
Temple
factors of this game.
should have
though.
won, Zach, right? Last year Temple should have won. That was a bad spot.
That was a terrible spot. Me and Chase and Mr. Beckendorf, you've seen him on another podcast. We're all standing on the sideline, had a perfect view of it. He was down a yard
It was
short.
bad.
It was one of the worst spots I've seen. What were you saying about the biggest factor, Josh?
Well, it's not the biggest factor, but it's a huge factor that the loser is going to have to play Longview
Yeah,
in the
Yeah.
first round in Longview.
That's tough.
I actually feel like Temple could hang with Longview.
But still, they're the number 2 team in
Who's
state
Temple
right
going
now.
to have to play?
What?
If
Who's
they can beat Midway, then it'll be one of the.
It'll be a
worst
smaller
teams?
Dallas school, right?
It'll be like
The 6A playoffs don't mess around. It's tough.
the big thing here is the district champ gets a home playoff game in the first round.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we
Need that.
lose. We have to play in Longview
See,
against
that-
Longview.
That's why I think Temple wins. Cause
Number
that's
2 team in the
so
state.
much on the line.
If Temple wins, then they'll get to have a home playoff game here against one of those East Texas or East Dallas schools. They'll be able to beat them.
Like Garland or something like that?
Yeah,
One of the Garland schools?
No, I don't. Maybe, or like Mesquite, but it's also like John
Mesquite's not that
Tyler
good,
and
yeah.
all them. So it could be one of those. But the key is it'd be at home and it'd be a team that easily beatable team, not the number 2 team in the state in their house.
Yeah.
So like,
That's not a first round game. That's like a semifinal game.
yeah, all
That's
the
tough.
all
Temple
the
would not win
rankings have like Allen 1, Longview 2.
And
then
a lot of people are billing this as like the loser of this game. This is like their playoff exit because they're like long views.
Yeah.
They're saying
I don't know.
The key-
Temple,
the
Temple
key
has some
is,
magic
though-
up the sleeve every playoff year. The Manville game and everything.
they do. Like I said, I feel like Temple has a better shot at hanging with Longview in the playoffs than they do at just beating Midway this week, even though Longview is definitely a better team than Midway.
I just feel like this is a play. I mean, it is. It is
Yeah.
a playoff game. Temple's playoffs they start tomorrow. Like that's really when the run starts because
Yeah, Temple's got to win.
it's
It's a must
Yeah.
win.
at that point like it's like I know that they're undefeated, but it's a must-win game. Like
Now,
it's-
there is a chance Cove sneaks in the playoffs. That sends Midway Division 1. Then Temple wouldn't have to play Longview then.
what's the standings right now? Who's the team that's in front of? Is it Kangaroos that are in front of?
In front of Cove? I believe so.
Did they beat Cove head-to-head, or is that the game
No,
this week?
Colleen's got the win head-to-head over Cove. So,
How many games are left?
2,
Two. Who's Temple play the last game of the season?
Coppers Cove.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not going to be good. In Cove, though, right?
In Cove. So, here's my thing. I feel like if they lose to Midway, they're going to lose to Cove. If they beat Midway, they're going to beat Cove.
They're going to beat Cove.
They're gonna beat Cove regardless.
I'll lock that up right now. No way Temple loses to Cove.
Nope.
I can't feasibly see that.
No, not happening.
Weird things happen in that stadium.
No, nothing's happening, Zach. I can promise you that.
I
No.
just don't see it
No.
happening. Even if Temple was like didn't throw the ball one time, I think they would win.
Yeah. Temple's beating Cove.
I can't wait
Temple's
for that
beating
game.
Midway. Wiley has to play a great game tomorrow.
Are we
Temple's
going
going
to
to go undefeated.
Are you going to that?
I called that.
Which game?
to the Cove Temple?
Oh, definitely.
When did
I'll be in San Antonio, but
When did I call that? I called that like week 2. The Temple's gonna
Yeah,
be undefeated. No one wanted to believe me.
I did.
I mean it's week 2. No one like it's just weird. Like whatever, like Packers are 2-0.
You also say that Temple's going to win state every week, and not everyone gets behind that.
I
It's
always
just
say that. If we do somehow, then
Crusher,
Crusher 44.
Crusher 44, 44 Club.
old man Keith.
You still need to buy him a new phone, Chase.
I didn't agree to that. That was your idea.
Tell them to buy my LG Stylo 3 I
What
have
time
for
is it?
sale.
We've got about 2.5 minutes to go. So
Time to
I know we mentioned we were going to have a pretty big announcement here coming soon. Are we ready to make the announcement, Josh?
Yeah, I am.
Saturated Sports is going to be your home for the 2018-2019 Gerald Cougars boys basketball.
Oh,
And possibly baseball.
Possibly, we'll have to talk about that later,
I'm
but
assuming.
definitely.
we're in there.
What?
We're in there.
Who's we?
What?
Unfortunately, Chase will not be a part of
Three
the,
amigos.
the broadcast
Stat
team.
keeper. Are you keeping stats or not? It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Keeping
It's
basketball
tough,
stats is
yeah.
tough.
I'm good. So I'll just be there though. I'll be like the
All right. You're going to
face-
spend a lot of money on tickets.
the face of the Saturated Sports. I'll just sit there and smile.
From the stands.
Yeah. What time does Sports close?
Midnight.
All right, we're there. Me and Josh got some. What do we got to do after this?
All right. Anyway, we were talking about.
Because you know 20 uno.
All right. Chase's mic is back off. So this is going to be your home for the 2018-2019.
This is a big thing for us, Chase.
Yeah.
know. I just want everyone to know. Can you hear me?
No, we turned you off.
What can you hear me through y'all?
Barely.
I just want everyone to know that the boy is 21 now. We made it. All right. That's it. That's it.
Chase wanted all of y'all to know that he's 21.
Happy birthday to Chase. What was the over/under on you making it to 21?
The over/under on me making it 21. Oof.
Probably a good 30%.
Under.
People were shocked as I was. I was like, I made it to 21. People were like, I don't know how. I said, I don't either. But I made it. We all made it.
He's alive. He's not behind
21.
bars.
21.
Quite impressive.
The 21 club.
We did a good job raising him.
Saturated 21.
It was all Andrew Beckendorf.
So you're 21 right now, too, right?
Oh, duh. He's
Been
graduated
21
before me.
for.
Well, I didn't know if you're
When's your
22
birthday?
yet.
No, I'm not 22 yet.
When's
So
your
we're all 21.
When's your birthday?
February. I'll be 22.
You're an Aquarius, huh?
Can we please not get into that?
What is that?
It's a
Is
sign.
that those zodiac
Zodiac
things?
signs, yeah.
I don't.
I think all the zodiac signs are pointing to Temple
Beating
over Midway, and I'm changing my mind.
Thank
Temple over Midway. Group lock.
Locked it up. Yes,
I-
sir.
You hear that?
It's
I don't know if
already-
you're Belton fans listening.
Oh, my God.
I went to Belton,
Zach.
still love the Belton Tigers.
It's already been a lot.
But I know, but it's a group lock
It's
now.
a group
Thank
lock
God.
now.
I'm
It's
feeling
about
better.
time.
I'm feeling better.
Thank you.
I'm locking
It's just Temple.
Temple going undefeated.
But we need Wiley to play a great game. No overthrows, no underthrows, no anything. We just need a perfect.
We just need a
Perfect
good
game.
game from Wiley. It doesn't have
Yep.
to be perfect, but
It has to be better than he did against Belton.
he can't rub his hand on the ground and take penalties for not snapping the ball.
I'm pretty sure that was
And we
addressed.
need old Jackson to be the tank for us.
No fumbles. No fumbles.
Just hold on the ball.
That
Remember
guy
in
is
that
so
Manville
good.
game, I knew he was gonna fumble when he got that ball. I said, I might have told you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I said something like, "Oh, I know he's gonna fumble."
I feel like that
Sure enough,
was
he
like
gets stopped at
the
the line
nail
of
in the
scrimmage,
coffin.
and right before the whistle blows for forward progress, they just rip it out.
Well,
And that was the deciding factor.
He was
Well,
only a
that's-
sophomore, though.
yeah, now he's a junior, right?
Junior.
Still a
So-
stud.
Juniors, yeah, he's
I
good.
mean, he rips off like 80-yard runs like nobody's business, but then he fumbles it on 2-yard runs.
We just have
Fun.
to.
It's like AP, great running backs, getting on the ball.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we're excited about the Gerald thing. We're excited about Temple and Midway. A lot of big things happening. So tune into saturatedsports.com/live on November 13th for Gerald Cougars boys basketball. Me and Josh will have the call. And
We're still waiting on sponsors, so we don't know who our.
yeah, if you're interested in being a sponsor for the 2018-2019 Gerald basketball, hit us up, Saturated Sports.
We could definitely get Bush Chicken. I feel like.
info@saturatedsports.com and
McDonald's.
let us know, and we'll get you signed up. And that'll do it for the high school podcast for this week, week 10 high school football. We'll see you next week.